What did you want to be when you were a kid? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Bro, I used to have anxiety attacks thinking I wasn't gonna make it to be a football player.
Okay.
I used to lay on the floor watching football, and I used to be like, yo, I gotta do this.
Okay.
I have to do this. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, how I'm gonna survive? How I'm gonna be an adult in this world without playing football?
Got it. So sports was also
It was
a
heavy.
huge part of your childhood.
Yeah, not as huge as some, like as we see these kids doing now.
Right.
Actually, my mother made me play football.
Really?
She made me.
Huh.
She made me. It was Centerville Simbas. I want to say I started playing Centerville Simbas in 85, 7.
Now, what is Centerville Simbas for anybody who doesn't know?
That's the Little League Pop. We was in Pop. It was a Little League football in Camden.
Okay.
Located in Camden City.
Okay.
South Camden, Centerville section.
Okay.
Nowadays we got all these Cranberry Hill football teams. Like at this time, if you was in Camden, you played Little League, you played for Centerville. That's it. North Camden, guys came to Centerville. We was the one team in the hood.
Okay.
So that's how I know a lot of guys.
So it wasn't just the Centerville kids; it was the whole city.
It was the whole city. You got East Camden, North Camden, Parkside. Come to Centerville, play for the Simbas.
Okay.
Simbas was. She made me play that, bro. Like
Okay.
I really didn't want to play. I said, "Mom, I don't want to play." She said, "You're getting up, you're doing something. You ain't gonna sit around and just sit around with my mom and dad. You're a kid. You have to go out and do kid stuff."
Right.
So she made me, like literally, like took my arm and took my. And you gotta think, bro. You know how much registration was back then? $15.
That's it.
$15 registration, $25. She took my $25 and grabbed my arm and said, "You going down here?"
Right.
And put me in football. So that started my career.
Okay.
Because, mind you, I always could throw a football, but I wasn't never in organized sports.
Got it.
I was just a neighborhood kid. You know, play what we called it steady quarterback.
Right.
We had 3-on-3, and I'd be the steady for each and every ball.
On the block,
And
right.
I was steady quarterback for big kids, because I always could throw the ball.
Okay.
So she made me play. My first couple of weeks, months, or the season, I was a lineman. Everybody goes to Centerville and you're getting on the line. Unless you're just flamboyant and you're just that guy.
Right.
And I was reserved. Like I say, I'm a sentimental person. Plus, if I don't know, like I'm more open now, but then, you're a shy kid. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So we had practice, lineman, hitting, tackling. I'm like, man, Mom, I really don't want to do this stuff.
Right.
But she says, listen, you're playing football. So I stuck it out. So one day we were at practice. The coach wasn't there, nor was the quarterbacks. So they say, who wants to play quarterback? So I raised my hand like, me. I'm like probably one of the tallest kids. So
Okay.
they said, yeah, come up here, you can play. So we doing, if you know football, they do 2 lines and you throwing routes.
Wait. The coach wasn't there. Where was the
The head
normal
coach.
The head coach wasn't there.
The head coach wasn't
Where was
there.
the regular quarterback?
He wasn't there either.
He didn't come to that. Okay.
He didn't get there yet.
Got it.
So that was my chance.
Okay.
So now we got 2 lines running routes, warm ups. The route. The coach might tell you do it out, do a corner, do a post, do a
Right.
button hook, out, whatever. So I'm running the routes. I told myself, I don't want to play football, let alone be on the line.
Right.
So I'm like, I got to do something, and I know I could throw a football. I always could. So I was waiting for him to do that corner, post, seam, whatever route was going up the tree route.
Going deep.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Right.
Man, he called that post, seam, whatever. Hey, Lee, man, I ain't worried about the route.
You
Not
just
at
throw
all.
a bomb.
I just threw it as far as I could throw.
Okay.
As far as I could throw the football, I just threw it. I wasn't worried about accuracy or any of that. I'm throwing this football.
Right.
I threw that football, it was like this, literally like the coach was like, you've been playing the wrong position. Wait till the coach get here. And I've never been on the line again.
Okay.
I've been a, what they call our positions?
A skill position.
Skill position. I've been a skill position, either safety,
Okay.
quarterback, first quarterback, then I might have dabbled in a little bit of wide out,
Okay.
and safety.
So you've basically been a skill position guy since you were a kid.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks in.
People don't know, like, it's me and David Goree.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay.
Our names, like in our era, they coincide because we came up together.
Okay.
We graduated the same year.
Okay.
Played Centerville together.
Okay.
Some people might, pin us against one another. That's my boy.
Right. Who better, Bam or Justin?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm better. I'm not. Listen, you know me, man. They can't hold my jock strap, man. I'm telling, Bam, Greg, Posey, don't matter. Nah, but Bam's a bad boy though. Bam bad.
Okay.
Bam's bad. See, what people don't know is our last year before high school,
Okay.
or our last year playing together at Centerville before we got to high school.
Okay.
Me and Bam took turns at quarterback.
Okay.
He would play wide out, I would be at quarterback. Or he played running back, I would be at quarterback. And when he went to quarterback, I would be at wide out. And we both played safety together.
Okay.
So we both started safety. You know how many people me and Bam put out of games, going high and low? You know what I mean? This is what we did.
Right.
So they don't know me and Bam is like, that's my boy.
Okay.
Like Miss Tammy, his mom, I love his mom. That's
Okay.
my boy.
Shout out to Miss Tammy, shout out to Bam.
They pin us together, like, because of, but
Because that's what people do.
yeah, that's what we do. But that's
Right.
my friend. Like, that's my boy. Like,
Okay. So that's Bonzel.
Yeah.
And so after you leave Bonzel and go where?
Hatch,
Where's Hatch?
Parkside.
Hatch is in Parkside. Okay.
Now,
And you're not from Parkside, by
at
the way.
all.
Okay.
At all, right?
So did you ever have any problems?
Yes.
Okay.
Early.
And by the way, in middle school, even though Hatch is in Parkside, it's not just the Parkside kids that go there, right? You're not from Parkside.
Pull out.
Okay.
Downtown guys.
Right.
East Camden. Some people, because you figure right over East Camden, your mileage is Hatch. You're not walking from Raritan and Park Boulevard to East Middle.
Right.
Hatch is right there. So
Right.
we got East Camden guys as well.
Okay.
So, all throughout Basel, I'm going to go to Morgan. Morgan Village. I
Now,
live right here,
Where's Morgan Village?
like Fairview, Centerville.
Okay. And
Right.
where is Morgan Village in relation to where your grandparents live?
If we live Pollock, Parkside is coming towards this way.
Okay.
And Centerville is like, we like in between Parkside and,
And Fairview.
Yeah.
Okay.
like that. But when it came to the district and their mileage and the distance,
Right.
we fell in Hatch's
District.
district.
Right.
If I'd have been like one block over,
It'd have been Morgan
I'd have been
Village.
Morgan Village.
Where you knew pretty much more
everybody,
kids at.
Bonzel, Centerville,
Right.
So it sends me to Hatch. Plus my grandma, I'm like, look, grandma, I don't want to go to Hatch. She like, boy, they fight too much in Morgan Village. Yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever.
She said they fight too
She
much
had
in Morgan Village.
She had no clue.
She had no clue.
She had no clue. Like the
She knew what she knew.
Yeah, first 2 days at Hatch, it was a free fall on the island. Like, this is what they did. Like,
And what's the island, by the way? For
right
somebody who
outside
doesn't know.
when you come outside of Hatch, the front door, that island in between, like,
Separating the two streets.
what's that? What does Hatch front door
Park
say?
Boulevard.
So it separates it's this Park Boulevard this
Right.
way and Park Boulevard. It's an island. It used to go down on the island. It used to go down on the island. So she says, like, you're going to Hatch. No fighting like how Morgan is. And I'm like, okay. I don't know Hatch.
She didn't know Hatch was like Iraq middle school.
Yeah, but I had friends that already went there, like Salim, Shakray, Tyson. These guys were, who else? Alan Green, Ramsey. All these guys were a grade ahead of me, so they already were there.
Okay.
Shakray lived on Everett Street. That's my boy Sadiq. That's my boy.
Which is around the corner from you.
Yeah, because you got Morton, Newport, and then Everett.
Okay.
And then down in Everett Gardens, Salim lived.
What's Everett Gardens?
It's an apartment complex, like right off of 8th Street.
Okay.
Like,
8th and Everett.
yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty much Centerville section.
Centerville, okay.
Closer, you're going towards downtown way, but it's pretty much Centerville. It's next door to where Centerville Simples practice at. Those apartments right there, that's Everett Gardens.
Okay.
It's probably a different name now.
Right.
But it was Everett Garden then.
Okay.
So they already was in the 6th grade before me. So my 6th grade year was their 7th grade year. So they would walk up. We all walked together. We used to walk together deep. But they already were prepping me like, the Hatch is cool, blah, 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 this, that, the third. Man, I got the Hatch. My first week I got in a fight. I might be wrong. It might not have been the first week, but it was early in the school year.
Right. It's definitely September.
Yeah. Early. Me
Right.
and Hassan Whitechie. It's my boy.
Who's from Parkside?
Yeah. Me and Haas. We young. You remember at Hatch, it wasn't no changing classes. Morning, you got your first 3-period class books. went to sat in the class. Your teachers came to you.
Yes.
Lunchtime, you put your books up, went to lunch. After lunch, you got your second path class books, went to class. That was it. The only time we changed classes for gym or cooking or any shop class or like that.
Right.
So I had to run back to the locker. Left something. So when I ran back to my locker, Haas is sitting in the seat that I'm sitting in. So I'm out of bounds. I'm not from Parkside.
Right.
I really don't know him. And I don't want no problems with my grandma. They already said, like, we don't want you to go to Morgan because you're going to be in there fighting, and I don't want to get no trouble.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like...
Not trying to take no shorts.
Because if I take an L now, I probably got to take one for the rest of the school year.
Facts.
So I'm like, politely, like, yo, bro, this was my seat. I'm saying, excuse me, like, this is my seat. They're like, man, you got up, you lost your seat, kids.
Right.
I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Like, I was already sitting here to run to my locker and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be humble and stuff. Like, he like, man, this is my seat. I ain't getting up, blah, 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 blah. So I just snatched the chair. You feel me? Because now you got me in a position, like, I got, like, I'm a kid, but, like, bro, you got me trying to prove myself. And I know I'm out of bounds, but, like, shoot. Like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to have to get my ass whooped for my grandma today, because, look, you ain't going to just... So I snatched it. Boom, he fell. Boom. Haas got him to smack the shit out of him. He got up and smacked it. Wow! And our teacher name was Miss Butler. I love Miss Butler. So
that was my 6th grade teacher.
Miss Butler, 6th grade. So we tussling it and boom. She getting to breaking it up. She break it up. Haas like, yeah, we gonna jump you after school.
Right.
And I'm scared. I'm like, what this nigga got? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lo and behold, he talking about the niggas that I hang with, Celine, all the same circle. You feel me? So Miss Butler, she don't know where I'm from.
Okay.
So she tries to.
Right, she don't know you yet.
Yeah, she tries to alleviate. She says she's going to let one of us leave early and then let the other one. You should have let me leave first. I walked to Morton Street.
Right.
She let Haas leave first. Right, and then left me behind. So I walked out. When I came out the front, we came out the little side building next to the annex. We came out that little building because the 6th grade, Miss Butler class was right there near that steps when you come down next to the annex.
Okay.
Came out front, empty. I walked towards wherever remember the store we used to sell the meatballs with the retarded Chinese guy in there?
Yes.
That street. What's that? Euclid? What's that street? What is that street? I'm not really never really familiar with them.
It's not Euclid Avenue, but it's the next street.
It's that street right there.
No, it is Euclid Avenue.
It is Euclid.
It is Euclid, right.
So I walked to Euclid.
Walking towards Ann Avenue.
I'm turning. No one's there. I'm like, oh, well, you might have went home.
Right.
But whatever street that is behind Hatch.
Right.
Like the Hatch front door, Hatch back door. The back where the cafeteria doors is at.
Right.
Whatever street that is. When I was coming, that's the street. When I'm coming past, when I got to that street, bro, it was a gang of guys right there. And all I hear is, yo, Just! Man, come on, Just! And I'm thinking like, oh, they my boys. I must be all right.
Right.
Get there, this is all them, like, Haas want to fight. I'm like, man, my grandma gonna whip my ass, man. So I get there, I'm like, yo, bro, this stuff can be squashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over with. Like, oh, I won't fight, oh, blah. Man, I ain't had no more problems out of Haas. That's my boy.
Got it.
My boy. That was 6th grade. We were 11, 12 years old.
Was that the whole middle school for you, or?
Yeah, like that was 6th grade, but that like I ain't really had too many fights after that.
Okay.
I think I fought Kenny Fussell, passed away.
Right. Shout out to Kenny Fussell.
We had, and these were like kid fights, because even me and Haas fight, it's like something that now we will be able to look at and be like, man, I'm not fighting you over that.
Right, that was so corny.
So corny and so dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the type of fight, y'all had the type of fight that you go home and tell your parents about it and they furious, like y'all fought over a seat?
Over a seat.
Right,
and
right.
To come up in life now and to, like...
But when you 12, that seat
meant
mattered.
Everything.
Exactly.
That meant everything.
Exactly.
Everything.
Right.
But now,
because
like,
you got girls watching.
And then like, now we growing up, it's like, my mother passed away in 2018.
Right.
Haas's mother just passed away recently, last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Like I say, I'm already in a mode, that stuff humbled me. So like, all those memories of someone's past, like me and Haas, for instance, we fought in 6th grade, blah, 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 blah. like watching that man, watching his pain when
Right.
he lost his mother,
Right.
made me hate the fact that we had to go through that kitty stuff. Like, even though it didn't put no bump in our relationship, you know, highs, I'm just, you know, yo,
Right,
bro, it's
right.
every time. But that made me be like that was humbling.
Okay.
Like watching my boy, like me and Lin were me and Lin, I had a project I was doing.
Who's Lin?
Leonard Hall.
Okay.
That's one of my close friends.
Okay.
One of my Muslim brothers too.
Shout out to Lin.
Lin, you remember Lin tight end? I swear he got the best hands, but his 40 time might have been like a 5'5".
Okay.
He can catch though. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I threw Lin a 40-yard touchdown pass against Camden Catholic.
Right.
It took him forever to get to the end zone. He took him so long to get to the end zone. I had my hands up like this. And I'm like, man, he taking too long, man. He taking too long, man. Call me when you get in there. But right, so me and Lin was in the Home Depot getting material
Okay.
for this job I had, and his phone rang, and it was Haas telling him about his mother just passed away.
Oh.
And I'm at the register paying for the stuff, and he's like off to the side, and I'm hearing, he like, no, bro, don't tell me that, no. And when he told me, it just broke me, because it's like, I don't know, losing a parent, bro,
Right.
I may not feel how you feel about your mother, but I feel that pain. I watched Khalil Brown, his mother passed away after my mother.
Close friend.
Not even close friend, but he's a classmate.
Okay.
He graduated in '95, a
Okay.
football teammate. But I know Khalil. I'm not going to say close friend because close friend means he's in my everyday circle, or he's in my everyday communication circle. And he's not, but
Okay.
he's my guy.
Right.
And I know him. And if I see him, I will break down and I will talk to him because that's how I know him.
Okay.
His mother passed away. Sylvia Benjamin's mother passed away. I'm trying to remember the people that I know whose mothers passed away, like, and every time
You feel it all over
cried.
again for them.
I cried.
Okay.
Like even I'm talking about like when Khalil's mom passed away, we were commenting on a page, on a post,
Okay.
and I was literally like crying as I was
Typing.
commenting.
Okay.
Because, bro, that emptiness, like, bro, that stuff ain't never, she never, like, bro, I sit here like, yo, I really, really have to live the rest of my life without my mom.
Okay.
Like, it's over. Like, she's never gonna, like, her car, like, bro, her car has been parked for almost 3 years. They just put a sticker on it, and I don't know what to do.
Her number's
'Cause
still on your phone?
I'm waiting for her to call me to say, yo, nigga, bring me my car. Bring my car, nigga, bring my car.
Right.
She ain't gonna call.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that stuff is heavy. Like, humbling. Like, so what I was telling you before, like, it made me humble, but also, like, I ain't really trying to, like, hear what somebody got to say. Like, I'm going to speak my piece, and then that's it.
There's a lot of people who don't appreciate their moms. Like their
my
moms.
mother died in my arms, bro.
Right.
She literally took her last breath in my arms. And I'm like, I'm looking at her breathe. I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at her breathe. I'm like, yo, is this really the time? Like, is you crazy?
Right. Hopefully somebody watching this and listening to you will
Like,
appreciate their mom
they
more.
jerks.
Right.
And you probably don't deserve a mom if you going to play with her.
Right.
Like, how you play with your mom? How you don't got no time for your mom? Bust down. You got to do whatever she need. That's what I had to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, bro, every time it's like, it's other people that, like, there was another lady, LaWanda, her mother passed away. I had a friend, Richie and Mikey, their dad passed away. This probably before, but all this stuff, when I think of these guys and their parents, I had a friend, Larry, his father passed away. Teron Johnson, my friend, these are childhood friends, his mother. When I think of these guys and I think of the fact that I know their parents. I've been in their houses with these people, and it humbles me.
Got
It's
it.
like the emotional side of me, the sentimental side of me starts to come. But also, it strengthens me. Like, even in my business. Like, you want me to come wire your house up? It's going to be $9,000. You hearing 9,000 might hurt you. It ain't hurt me more than I watched my mom die in my arms.
Right.
So look, bro, I watched my mom die. This is your price. There's nothing else I really can do. I mean, we can wiggle, like, but in a sense, it's like me having to watch my mom die, bro. I really don't care about speaking my piece to nobody. I don't care how my piece is going to make you feel.
Okay.
It's not going to make me feel no worse than me watching my mother pass away in my arms. I didn't get a call. She ain't here. No, I watched it. Like literally, I'm like in the bed where I jumped in the bed when I started seeing, because I started seeing the compressions. I knew what it was. Like she was already non-responsive for a day and a half, 2 days. This stuff is shutting down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm holding her. You know how that felt? So for you to tell me you don't like my price, I mean, I understand. But dog, there's nothing I could do. My mom died.
Right.
I watched it. The strongest woman I ever seen in my life, she gone. And she couldn't stand up, she couldn't talk, she couldn't answer me back. The last thing she told me, the last words my mom said to me, she said, "You always gonna be my baby boy." That's it. Always. It's the last thing she said. I really don't care like how you feel about my peace, my truth, my energy. It's mine.
So with that being said, let's backtrack a little bit to back when she was still alive. Mm-hmm. You guys finish at Hatch, and you guys go to where?
Camden High.
Which is also in
Parkside.
Okay, so you go to Camden High, and grades, clothes, probably girls, and football is your life.
In a nutshell.
Okay.
Take out the grades.
What would, not grades. Okay, got it.
Man.
What was your high school experience like at Camden High?
I should have read like the dictionary so I got my vocabulary words up, because Camden High was very, very, very trying. It was a very, very trying times because you had to have some discipline, to like self-discipline to go to class, because there was a lot of distractions. Like you said, the girls, the streets, just being bored in class, everybody that's cutting class, making it look fun. Well, you know, we came up in the era, it was 3 lunches, man. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Don't get no majors on them. Don't have no majors on them periods, man, because you're failing.
Right.
Your attendance is going to be off.
Hopefully 4th, 5th, and 6th period, you got gym.
Cooking class, something like that. Because you already know, especially when you get that 4th, you get your schedule, you like, they gave me 4th lunch, man. They just messed my whole school year up. Because you know you're going to sit there 4th period, you're going to eat. 5th period going to roll through. You're going to walk out this door, come down the hall, come right back in this door, sit back then. Come on, bro.
In lunch, when you supposed to be in class. You supposed to be in English.
In science.
Right.
You got a major right now. You're here playing.
Right.
You ain't even eating nothing. You're just in here playing cards and just playing around. But the Camden High was like, it was a trying. It was like it messed with our, how can I say it? Like, what's the word? Our hormones.
Okay.
All them girls, like you coming from Hatch. We're in the classroom. You're not going nowhere. You're
Right.
talking about coming to Camden High.
You at Hatch in the classroom with the same girls all day.
All day.
Even if it's the baddest girls in school, it's the same ones.
Just like now, everybody, what they say, some man's treasure is another man's, she get on my damn nerves. And that's how it was at Hatch. She's like, you
Right.
been here all the time, I don't care about none of
Right.
this
She
girl.
might have been the baddest girl in the hood, but you hate her.
Yeah, she get on my nerves.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But we get to Camden
Right.
High, and we 9th grade, 14. Bro. It's like, for one, it's like a campus. It's like a college campus, especially compared to coming from Hatch. See, that's another thing Morgan had. Morgan had, whereas though they changed classes
Okay.
every period. So they were prepping them for high school.
Okay.
We wasn't prepped for that.
Right.
So I got to Camden High, and it was like, oh my goodness.
Right.
Like, then my hormones, I'm a boy, and it's like all these, and it's like, bro, I don't know about your freshman year, or who the seniors was your freshman year, but them seniors my freshman year, man, they were women.
Right.
They were,
Right.
we running around, I don't know what to do. Like, bro, I really didn't. I was just like, yo, this is like a whole new thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you realize why people worrying about looking good, dressing nice, because like,
You gotta be a halfway decent looking good looking dude.
You might, because you ain't gonna go to school, because they're gonna crack on you. Already know, what's that tag say? Come on, bro, what's them? You know, we came from that era. Like, if you wasn't right, go left.
I know very
Don't
well.
walk down that ledge, go out the back, because this is what they did. But that's what Camden High was when we got there. It was just like, damn, it was just like it was fast. It was like a faster pace. It was just like, look, it was really like, okay, if you not really wanting to educate yourself and get educated, then you're not going to survive high school in this type of environment, because you have to, bell ring, you have to make it yourself to go to your next class.
Right.
And so forth and so on throughout the whole day. Like, so it was just like, it was different. Hatch, you didn't have to do that. You sat there and your teachers came to you.
Right.
But you had to adjust it, you know what I'm saying? You get used to it. Camden High was dope, though.
So the highlight of your high school career is football, though. It's sports. Like that first season from like July
Highlight of my...
July to November, your life is about football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every year. Even if I wasn't playing, it was. Like,
So let's talk about that.
As a kid, I thought that football was just the answer to everything.
Okay.
So, freshman year, football, I almost went to Wilson.
What's Wilson?
Woodrow Wilson, out East Camden.
Okay. So people don't know that,
Woodrow Wilson.
especially in your era of the 90s, there were only two high schools in Camden.
And if it was, we didn't care about any other ones. It was Camden High or Wilson.
Or Wilson,
That's
right,
it.
right.
So in our era, Wilson produced a better football program.
Okay.
And Camden High produced a better,
Athlete.
just those years.
Right.
Not overall.
Okay.
Because if you look back at the times, Camden High's program, we are winning the turkey game numbers overall.
Right.
So they don't always just those years. Darryl Wilson, the coach, his years, they had a machine over there.
And for people who don't know, the turkey game is the last
annual
football game
on
played in
Thanksgiving.
Camden, played on
Between-
Thanksgiving
yeah.
every year between Camden
Exactly.
High and Wilson.
Exactly.
Traditionally.
Tradition.
Since like way before we were born.
Before way. You talking
Before
about
our parents were born.
Purple Avalanche days
Right.
and all that other stuff.
Camden High used to be called, their mascot was the Purple Avalanche.
You know what I'm saying? So we where was that?
So ninth grade,
Yeah. So
you almost went to Wilson.
almost went to Wilson. We
Why? Oh, because they had the better program.
and it was recruiting. Like these guys knew where we were at.
I recently
guys knew
interviewed
where we were at.
I recently interviewed a guy who came to Camden High. He was recruited to run track by
Yeah.
Coach Booker.
Like, look,
There was a lot of recruiting going on in the inner city.
These guys will pull up on you. I remember summertime, 8th grade summer, going to 9th grade, they would pull up on me at walking down the Mount Ephraim Avenue in front of Bonsall. Well, you know we got something good. We got something over the bridge for you. It's good. You better get over here.
Really?
Bro, I've had sit downs with my grandparents with these guys.
Really? They came to your house.
They came to my house and they had addresses lined up. Like, look, and
So how didn't it happen?
I was loyal to my boys. I couldn't see myself like going to Wilson.
Okay.
Plus, I wanted to play basketball for Coach Turner.
Okay.
Like-
And who was a legendary
Legend,
basketball
like,
coach?
you know, I
Right.
wanted to play for Coach. And
Okay.
my boys was here. Like,
Shout out to Coach Clarence
you know
Turner.
what I'm saying? Like, so I went to practice. I literally was over there practicing. Like, I literally was there.
Oh, you were there?
I practiced for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
During these 2 weeks,
This is before school started?
yeah, that
Okay.
summer camp.
So you never actually enrolled
Never
at
enrolled
okay.
or anything, but I had the paperwork. My grandma, it was in the house. We just
Okay.
never submitted it. We never filled it out and submitted it. I told us I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Because it was just gonna be a lot of strain. Because we're gonna use the address, but I'm still gonna be living here. So I gotta get to Wilson from here.
I was about to say, it was probably a longer commute.
Come on. Then I gotta get to practice, and then after practice, I worry about the coach. I just like they came out.
Okay.
So, but while I'm there, I'm shining.
Right.
I'm shining.
Right.
Freshman,
As what? The quarterback?
quarterback.
Okay.
In practice, summertime, I'm shining. Dave, Kareem Gilliard's the starter. I'm warming up with him, and they're looking at me like, "Yeah, we set for 4 more years."
Got it. You was the future.
I'm set for 4 more years, but I just couldn't stay. It was like I just couldn't stay.
Okay.
My loyalty was over there. My boys was there. A few guys left and went to Wilson, but majority of my boys, Lynn, Cliff, Tice, all those guys, they were at Camden High.
Okay.
And I always felt, I'm good enough to shine anywhere.
Okay.
Like it didn't really matter, where I was at, what position. I mean, what kind of program. You can put me in an option offense. They're going to see what I can do.
So ninth grade at Camden High, you killed it.
As a freshman.
Okay.
Didn't get varsity. I played 1 varsity game. I got in the turkey game.
Okay.
Second half, and I got destroyed. I got sacked so many times. I threw 2 picks. Like Donovan Darius, NFL retiree.
Right.
Picked me off twice.
Ooh.
I was a freshman. He was a senior. He picked me off twice. I remember one, he picked it off, right? Mind you, because they had heavy pressure, bro. Like, the line, bro, Big Kurt, all these guys, Ramon Worthy, middle line. Yo, these guys were animals, bro. The Randall boys, John and Jerome Randall on the ends. I'm a 6'3", 150-pound freshman. I'm paranoid, but
You were 6'3" at ninth grade?
6'3", yeah.
Wow.
But I'm ready though. Like naturally, I can just. This is what I do.
Okay.
But I remember one time I threw this pick, and he's running back with the ball, bro.
You gotta make the tackle.
I'm saying to myself, please somebody tackle this guy. Please. You know Donovan Darius?
Yes.
You remember his neck? In high school? You remember him and Ramon Worthy? What's these right?
I don't personally know him from high school, but we know who he
He was
is.
sitting down. He was like, I did not. I'm like, yo, I'm running. You know,
Right.
You know that. You know the quarterback throw the pick. You know your route is to go backwards. Start running because you got to catch up.
Right.
Bro, I'm running backwards and I'm running and he's coming and I'm like, somebody please tackle this guy, push him out of bounds or something.
Right.
And he pushed him out. I'm like, whew. Whew-wee. I ain't want to be no safety on this play. Man, he was but I got into freshman.
But you made your mark in ninth grade.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen.
All right, so 10th grade.
We ain't going to sugarcoat it. Not for me.
Okay.
Like, I was the best quarterback in Camden High in the program my whole 4 years.
Let's go. All right.
I'm not hating on nobody.